It's really important for me to be getting out here and, making a difference for our community. I was here during the park fire and as well as the campfire, so fire's been a really big part of my life.
I've seen what it can cause. I've been up to Paradise, so it does mean a lot knowing that this is going to prevent that kind of a fire from happening again.
It will burn eventually, so when it does burn, we want to make sure it's a low intensity fire that can't spread to other neighborhoods and across the creek. We are conducting controlled burns. We've taken dead plant matter, invasive plants, as well as some buckbrush, and we've piled it up, and we're working here with Beaster.
We have Corps members come over with a drip torch and start the fire.
We just keep it going low and slow, and then knock the piles down to make sure it doesn't get out of control.
Looking especially up, like looking at the smoke for embers coming out, like watching where the embers are going.
The fire can spread really easily, just from embers or jumping over the lines that we have dug out around our piles. It keeps it safe most of the time, but we still, just out of precaution, wet the grass around the piles, as well as keep people posted just in case any fires jump out and start burning spots around outside of our piles.
After it's burned down to a low enough level, we come up with a hose and we hose down the coals. Somebody comes with a hand tool to rake up the coals and stir them up, because there can be layered coals, hot coals under the cold coals. And we just keep doing that, stirring, spraying, stirring, spraying, until it's done enough for us to check it with our hands.
That's called cold trailing. Basically, we're checking to ensure that the coals aren't hot to the touch. Once we're able to ensure that it's cold to the touch, that's how we know it's not going to reignite. We're taking that charcoal that's left over from behind and spreading it around in the area, and that provides nutrients to plants and other wildlife here. The main focus is fuel reduction.
If a fire were to burn through here and we weren't to be doing all this work, there'd be a lot of what's called ladder fuels that would be able to cause fire to go from the underbrush, the grass, up into the canopy of the trees.
Right behind us here, we have a neighborhood right next to Bidwell Park. This area hasn't seen fire in my lifetime, so when it catches, it's really going to catch. So we're out here to basically reduce the fuel out here so this neighborhood will be safe.
It's really cool to have this opportunity to do this kind of work. I never thought that I would be lighting up burn piles and working with fire. It's not something I ever thought I would do.